Oh my God, guys. Oh my God, guys. Coming to you live Wednesday, November 5th at almost 11 p.m. And what have we all just witnessed, my fellow Nigerians? Victor Osimhen has scored a Champions League hat trick. Yes, not one goal, not two goals, but three goals. Earlier tonight for Galatasaray in the away game against Ajax at the legendary Johan Cruyff Arena in Amsterdam. Like, what are we talking about, man? I know I just released an episode yesterday, but I had to come and talk about this generational super ego that we have on our hands, man. Wow! I hope you've all seen the highlights if you not watched the match, but I hope you also got to watch the greatness and witness this superstar that we have on our hands. Guys, in a quick 19-minute devastating spell in the second half, from the 59th minute to the 78th minute, Osimhen said, checkmate. Just gave them 3 straight goals. Like, just a wonderful, wonderful performance. You know, scoring the first goal in 59 minutes before adding a pair of penalties in the 60th minute and the 78th minute of the match earlier today. I mean, when you even look at the match, you have to say Osimhen, of course, he was man of the match, and he was just exceptional throughout this game. Even in the first half, you know, initially in the 14th minute, he had an exceptional effort after taking a cross from Wilfred Singo, the Ivorian fullback. And he managed to chase the ball in the midst of 5 Ajax defenders. Still, once he chested it, he then juggled it one more time and then took a rasping effort straight at the goalkeeper Pasver, who was able to save it with his left hand. So he was already showing signs that, look, I didn't come here to play with you guys, and I'm just going to continue to give you guys the work. Literally 3 minutes after 17th minute, corner for Galatasaray. Of course, Osimhen is the target. He's like Gabriel for us now. Osimhen nods the ball. Pasver has to make yet another good save. So the signs were already there in that first half. And then finally, in the second half, the pressure from Galatasaray finally told. With Osimhen in the 58th minute, literally, Mario Lemina, who are going to play his Gabon team next week, got the ball, passed it to Leroy Sané, who then checked back onto his left foot to play an in-swinging cross into the box. And of course, who else was there if not Ijaya Olusosun? Osimhen there to glance the header straight to the back of the net and make it 1-0 for his team. So really fantastic goal from him. I mean, and then after that, even the first penalty that Ajax conceded to Galatasaray, it was all Victor Osimhen's work. You know, yes, obviously, I'll give Yilmaz some credit as well, number 53. Yilmaz had the ball on the left wing and put in a cross. When I tell you that the fear of Osimhen literally is the beginning of problems for these defenders. The Ajax defender, Yuri Bas, really young defender, and to be fair to him, he knew that the ball was going straight to Victor Osimhen. And I think he just lost his bearings, and he just laid out his hand like "Father stretch my hands," like the Kanye song, and he just hit his hand. And next thing you know, Osimhen has a penalty and a chance to make it 2-0. And then this was another very good penalty by Osimhen. He struck it straight to the bottom left of the goal, and I was glad to see him being decisive and taking penalties, because if there's one drawback we could have said about Osimhen is that he missed some penalties in his career here, and I still like the fact that he does not play penalties for Nigeria, but good to see him taking that responsibility and being assertive with getting the goals and being the talisman for Galatasaray. As if that was not enough, literally, not even up to 12 minutes after, Yilmaz gets the ball in the box again and attempts a shot. Ajax are panicking at this point. The defender blocks the ball with his hand. Obviously, another penalty for Galatasaray. Osimhen already has 2 goals. Of course, he's going to step up to take the penalty. And this time, he went the other way, sends the goalkeeper to the left and placed the ball to the mid-right of the goal to complete his hat trick. Like, I don't think it has yet sunk in how important this moment is, but I'll give you some idea of how important today is in the history of Nigerian football. If in fact, is that serious? I'm not even joking. Now, Victor Osimhen today becomes only the second ever Nigerian player in the history of the UEFA Champions League to score a hat-trick. The first was our great Yakuba Egbeni for Maccabi Haifa, where he scored a hat-trick in a 3-0 victory over Olympiacos in September 2002. 23 years ago, that's how long ago this was. I used to live in Abuja at that time. Abuja was still fine. They did not used to take lights. We don't have generator. That's how long ago this is. Just to let you know how rare of an occurrence this occasion is from Osimhen. second Nigerian ever in history of our country, national, to score a hat-trick in the Champions League. So that's real history right there, man, whether you like it or not. I mean, what else can we also say? He's now officially the top goal scorer in the Champions League with 6 goals from just 3 appearances. Remember, he missed their first game in the Champions League, which Galatasaray lost 5-1 to Eintracht Frankfurt, by the way. Every other game since then that Osimhen has played, not only has he scored, Galatasaray have also won the game. So first of all, against Liverpool, he scored the goal from the penalty spot. He was also named man of the match, and Galatasaray won the game. Then after that, who did they play after that? Bodo Glimt at home. Yet again, Osimhen scored 2 goals. They won the match. I think it was 3-0. Yet another win under the books, and man of the match for Osimhen yet again. Then now tonight, going away to such a historic stadium, putting your team on your back again and scoring a hat-trick, getting yet another man of the match award, and getting the win for Galatasaray, which means the 3 games Osimhen has played, he has been man of the match in all of them. He's the top goal scorer in the Champions League with 6 goals, and Galatasaray have won all 3 of those games, which has now put them in a very good position to at least make the playoff round of the knockouts between the 9th and the 24th team. At the moment, they are now 9th in the table. Just to show you the greatness that Victor Osimhen is showing right here. And what even makes it even better, do you know right now he has a minutes per goal ratio of 38 minutes in the Champions League? The 1 goal he scored against Liverpool, he only played 71 minutes. Even against Bodo Glimt, he only played 75 minutes and scored 2 goals. Then today, he only played 81 minutes and scored 3 goals. So, do you know how insane that per goal ratio is? Like, just wonderful and amazing to see. Like I said, plus the man of the match awards, which shows that it's not just the goals, it's the all-around action and play. Like, look, this is greatness right here. I keep telling you guys, respect our king, man. Wow. I don't even know what to say. What this now means is also Nigeria's all-time top goal scorer in UEFA club competitions now outrightly, with 25 goals in 35 appearances. He has surpassed the record of Obafemi Martins, who had 23 goals in UEFA club competitions. So that's all the UEFA competitions that you can play in, including the Europa League as well. But what an achievement. Now, 25 goals in 35 games. That's a very good ratio, as you can already tell. And just a wonderful performance. Putting his team on their back and literally saying, Galatasaray, we're going to show the rest of Europe that forget the coefficient of our league. We're going to dominate them. We're also going to come and show you guys workings on the European stage. And I love that Osimhen is just getting the job done. What does this mean now? He has 10 goals in his last 9 games for club and country. He scored 6 goals in his last 4 games for club and country. He also now has 9 goals for a club season for Galatasaray this season. So it's all coming together nicely. And when you look at his last 8 games in European competitions, he has scored 12 goals. So let's just say he's hitting up very, very nicely. And you all know why. We play Gabon in exactly 8 days. And when Osimhen is your superstar and he's on form and he's playing well and feeling good, you always have the advantage. So God, please, we just have one more game for him to prosecute this weekend for Galatasaray as they go to play Kocaelispor, who are a promoted team, away. The match will be played 3 p.m. on Sunday, this Sunday that is coming. So Nigerians, please, let's put him in your prayers. Let's pray for Osimhen. We don't want to see any injury. You know, obviously Galatasaray pays salary and they are 4 points ahead of Fenerbahce, so they'll be looking to stretch their lead in the league, in the Super League ahead of the international break. But honestly, just pray for him, guys. Pray that Osimhen, nothing happens to him, man, because this is really, really the key. As far as Osimhen prosecutes that game, well, Gabon, if anybody's from Gabon and sees this, we will be seeing you in 8 days. And we are coming with the machine. You know what I'm talking about? So, wow. I just want to say wonderful performance from Victor Osimhen. Thanks for all you do for our country and putting our country on the back. What an exceptional night of football for you. And just to round up my initial thoughts, obviously, we also saw what happened to Ademola Lookman. Very unlucky. He actually scored in the game for Atalanta earlier today against Marseille, but it was disallowed by VAR. Fortunately for Atalanta, they then scored in the last minute of the game. But when Ademola Lookman was coming off the pitch, obviously he looked frustrated to come off the pitch, and maybe he whispered something to the manager, Ivan Juric, the guy who got sacked by Southampton. You see the way this guy grabbed Lookman's shoulder. Like, this Lookman disrespect needs to stop, man. I don't know what's going on. Like, it's clear he needs to leave in January for the best for everybody. But how can a manager be holding him like that now? Star player, I don't like it. So, Lookman, we wish you well. Please, just knuckle down. We know you should have almost scored today, and we're waiting for you in the national team. Come and fire us to the World Cup. Don't worry. Good vibes. January, figure out your next move, and then just have a fantastic 2026. And also, shout out to Rafael Onyedika for playing in the Champions League earlier today. He started as Club Brugge held Barcelona to a 3-3 draw at home. They were even unlucky not to win 4-3 because they scored a fourth goal towards the end of the match, but VAR cancelled it for a foul on Wojciech Szczesny. To be honest, it was not Onyedika's best performance. It was really a great attacking display from Carlos Forbes, the Portuguese under 21 national winger who was in City's academy and moved to Ajax at one point. But nevertheless, we want our best players playing big games in the Champions League, and that's what we like to see. If you watch the first half highlights, you see some balls when Onyedika was able to play in basically spreading the play to the right wing and just basically opening the match with his passes, which is why I keep telling you guys, he's not just a DM, he can play his 8th position well. But shout out to Onyedika. Lookman, will see you again. And ultimately, this is a Victor Osimhen appreciation post. Stay locked in. I want to thank you guys for all the support. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. We're on the road to 7,000 subscribers. And remember, we're going to keep this content coming for all of you. Thanks to everybody who's watched the latest episode that dropped yesterday and also gave their thoughts on how the Super Eagles make you feel. I really, really appreciate it. I'll see you when we do the review episode next week. But of course, look out for a video dropping once the NFF announced the Super Eagles squad list, which I also predicted, and you can of course watch that video in the channel. Until next time, I've been your host Oloke. Take care, ciao. And Victor Osimhen, thank you so much. Wow.
Thanks for watching this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and click the bell to get a notification whenever we drop a video. You can also find our social media channels listed below. And of course, up Super Eagles and Nigerian, they ever carry last.